Us a little bit more about that project. Hello to you.
Hello, thanks for having me on.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about Document the Abuse in just a second, but you know, I look at the year and it's hard to believe that it's been 14 years since Staci Peterson's disappearance, and every time I talk to you I ask you the same thing. Do we know anything new today about her disappearance? Any new leads or tips that police are following up on?
I know that her sister, along with ourselves, are very persistent in trying to bring her home. I know that there are still searches that are being done to this day by her sister in that endeavor, and we will support her in every way possible. But you know, when you have someone missing, you don't ever give up trying to bring them home, nor trying to bring justice on their behalf.
Well, her story puts so much focus on helping domestic violence survivors here. And to that end here, along with the late Susan Murphy Milano, who was just an incredible person who went through so much, losing her mother to her father and a murderous suicide here. But talk to me about this evidence abuse evidentiary. She started that, you pushed it forward, and it couldn't be a critical tool to help survivors seek charges after the fact, before something happens. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
So during Kathleen's trial, it really resonated with Susan Murphy Milano, who originally created the evidentiary abuse affidavit in a book that's called Appropriately Time's Up. And in there, she had put what is the affidavit in it. And then when Kathleen's case came up and all these things came up that wound up being admitted as hearsay, she realized that the evidentiary abuse affidavit was a resource that was much needed in order for victims to be able to discuss the type of things that were happening to them in a meaningful way. And that's what Susan did. And unfortunately, she passed from cancer 5 years to the day that my sister-in-law went missing. So now I have taken up her work on behalf of herself, Kathleen, and Staci, to try to make things different for victims so that they don't have to come to the same conclusion as both of my sister-in-laws did.
Okay, and let's give people sort of a simple idea of how Document the Abuse would work. Let's suppose someone's going through a domestic violence situation right now. They come to your organization, and what would you be able to keep for them? How would you be able to help them?
So how it works is we're not exactly providing a service directly to the victim. What we are doing is offering a way for the victim to be able to discuss their abuse in a meaningful way. So you would go to the Document the Abuse website. There is a page there for the evidentiary abuse affidavit that gives you some background on how to fill it out, what kind of information are we looking for. It does take some time to go through, but this is time well invested in both your safety and your life, literally. So all we're asking you to do is within a web-based app, so you're not even downloading it to your phone, but with a username and a password, you can now go online, talk about everything, upload all your information, and it's kept for you in a secure location so that if you should need it, if it should be needed on your behalf, it is available for your family, for law enforcement. So hopefully you've made copies and let people know that this exists for you.
Amazing. So, Norma, Drew Peterson is serving time in prison, but long before he was ultimately convicted, there were a lot of warning signs and a lot of reports with previous wives and relationships here. Do you think that the system has come a way since then? What still needs to improve?
I mean, as we've seen, unfortunately, with just even this case, this Gabby Petito, what happened with Gabby, you know, the fact that people aren't aware of what constitutes abuse, don't recognize the signs. We have a lot of work to do on getting to younger people, those in high school, those in college, that while they don't have the experience to know what these signs are, that we can provide this information and provide a way for them to be able to tell their stories in a way that's going to come back and help them.
And a lot of
So
that
we
is.
really do have a lot of work to do there.
Yeah, and a lot of that is happening this month as we mark Domestic Violence Awareness Month, the month of October. A lot of people learning more about what that means, what it represents, what it looks like. Norma Peterson, we appreciate your time. Stacy Peterson's sister-in-law, who's been working on Document the Abuse. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
By the way, if you want more information about the evidentiary abuse affidavit,